Добрый день, друзья!
Good afternoon, friends. There is a lot we could say about the basics of health nutrition, but in this lesson, let's focus on the most important factors. In my opinion, those are: our meal plan should take into account the fact that throughout its history, human body was deprived from sufficient amount of calories. Number 2. Food should not contain harmful substances, both natural and anthropological origin, that is, by the will of man. The first group of harmful substances includes lectins, inhibitors of the digestive enzymes, phytates, some alkaloids, saponins, and some others. The second group of harmful substances consists of antibiotics, growth hormones, food additives, preservatives, colorants, nitrates, pesticides, and a large number of other types of various chemicals that get into food during its production, storage, or direct cooking. Number 3. In order to assure the biological functions of the body with all the necessary substances, the diet should include as many types of food as possible. Number 4. In order to avoid overloading our body's enzymes forming system, which in fact directly affects our health, cooked food should contain sufficient digestive enzymes in it. Fifth one. Our food must contain prebiotics, different types of fiber, resistant to digestion in the small intestine starches, oligosaccharides, fats, and other substances necessary for the nutrition of about 1,000 species of microorganisms that form the microbiota of the large intestine, a very influential organ for human health. Number 6. The food taken should not cause prolonged excess of normal plasma glucose and insulin levels. Well, in order to realize the above mentioned factors, the basic healthy eating menu for the week was developed. It's easy to adjust it to the individual characteristic of the body in order to be guided by it in the course of normalization of one's health. The basic health eating menu offers cooking options based on the use of 4 basic vegetables blends, in combination with protein, fat, and carbohydrate foods. Today's class will show you how to prepare these blends. Let's prepare the first vegetable mix. Today we'll take Chinese cabbage, cucumber, various bell peppers, radish, fennel, celery stalks, green onion, parsley, and green salad. You can of course exclude any ingredients or on the contrary add others, for example spinach, chicory, dill, arugula, cilantro, etc. In any case, the bigger the variety, the more fully the nutritional requirements of the microbiota and the body as a whole will be satisfied. Cut the vegetables approximately into 1–1.5 cm pieces. If the mixture includes peppers, tomatoes, or cucumbers, they should be cleaned from the skins and seeds, as these parts of the plant contain the greatest amount of harmful substances. For clearing peppers, I recommend using a tooth scraper. Tomato skins are easily removed after they were scalded with boiling water. Now put the cut vegetables in a container and fill the container with settled and filtered water with little amount of vinegar for about half an hour. After the food mass was soaked in the water, drain the water. Thus we will also get rid of harmful elements that have passed into this water from our food. And the last step, drain the vegetables, preferably of course with a centrifuge, and put them in the refrigerator. The second mix will contain the non-starchy vegetables, and to clean them from harmful substances we need to gradually boil them in seasoned filtered water consistently with a certain timetable. In this case, the mixture consists of chopped stalks of celery, fennel, Brussels sprouts, onions, leeks, bell peppers, and tomatoes. Naturally, you can also add other non-starchy vegetables such as different types of cabbage, radishes, cucumbers, and the tops of various root vegetables. As we have already said, the bigger the variety, the better the needs of the intestinal microbiota and the body as a whole will be fulfilled. Before cooking, leafy vegetables are freed from ribs, core and core stems. As for peppers, cucumbers and tomatoes, we shall remove skin and seeds. All these parts contain the greatest amount of harmful substances. We begin with putting into boiling water cut stalks of celery and fennel. And in about 5 minutes, we add Brussels sprouts, which we earlier cleaned from the core. After our water boils for the second time, we put sliced onions. After it boils for the third time, we add leek, bell peppers, and tomatoes. After about half a minute, we should drain the water, which contains the harmful substances, and cool off the ready mixture and store it in a refrigerator. The third mixture consists of starchy vegetables, the harmful substances from which are also removed by boiling in seasoned filtered water. As ingredients for this mixture you can take beets, sunchoke, in other words topinambur, celery root, carrots, parsley, parsnips, and yams. Instead of potatoes and yams, you can use such vegetables as pumpkin, taro root, manioc, or something of the type. First, you put sliced beets into boiling water. In about 5 minutes after the water came to the boil for the second time, put parsnips, topinambur, and celery root. In about 4 to 5 minutes after the water boiled for the third time, put in potatoes. Then, after it boils once again, put in carrots. In the end, in about 5 minutes after it boils once again, put in yams. To improve the flavor, you can put more onions and bay leaf. When the yams are ready, drain the water, cool, and put the mixture in the refrigerator. It is important to understand that when refrigerated for several hours, the starch in the vegetables becomes resistant to digestion in the upper parts of the gastrointestinal tract. When such vegetables are consumed, most of the starch reaches the microbiota of the large intestine unchanged and constitutes a very high quality food for it. The fourth vegetable blend will be from fermented vegetables. This is a very rich source of digestive enzymes and nutrients for the intestinal microflora. The easiest way to ferment vegetables is in aqueous solution of rice sourdough starter. For the preparation of the solution, we will also use seasoned filtered water. We take 1 liter of liquid and add to it 1 tablespoon of rice starter and half a teaspoon of sugar. The mixture can consist of different vegetables according to your taste. Usually, when preparing it, I use beets, broccoli, carrots, or parsley root, daikon radish or just simple radish, cauliflower and Brussels sprouts, peppers, onions, or garlic, various fresh herbs. The first day, the container with vegetables should be kept at room temperature, then stored in a dark, cool place. You can eat the mixture after 2 days of fermentation. So, we know now how to prepare 4 basic vegetable mixtures. They are called basic because they are intended to constantly use in cooking according to the weekly diet of the basic menu of healthy eating. In the future lessons, I will show you how to use these blends to cook healthy and diversified dishes for the week. Thank you for your attention.